Hey everyone, welcome back to another swing failure pattern video on the Micro E-mini S&P 500 futures chart, the 1 minute. This is Monday, last Monday. What was that, the 18th of August? It's pretty flat right now. We're at the bottom of this hourly wave here, and it got super choppy right at the open. But right around 10:11, you got this great swing failure pattern. A, B, C. Put your stop below this candle, and it's not the best candle, but it closes uh, bearish. You would have liked to see this close bullish, but you get the swing failure right here, and you get your, what, 3 points? You could have gotten more, but I'm just looking to get a 1-to-1 here. Turn this off here. I think the win rate this week was pretty good. There were a couple days I don't think there were any swing failure patterns on the 1 minute chart, but here's a nice one. It's not the best, but we do break structure right here with this ABC move. Comes back up, traps you here. It's actually a swing failure pattern on the ABC pattern here and the pattern over here. So I counted that one. Get a little choppy here around noon. You have a move up, pretty corrective move, but you get above the moving averages. This is the 50, the 100, and the 150. I just use it to make sure our swing failure patterns are going in the right direction. I don't count the against the trend ones, but there's a couple against the trend ones we'll look at because they're also 2B patterns. I like the 2B patterns and the swing failure patterns when the market gets overextended, but in this video we concentrate on the ABC moves or the bigger corrections and the swing failure patterns going in the direction of the trend. So here's another 3 points. Here's another one here. Almost 2 points. That's actually a 1.5 risk to reward. Same deal here, ABC move, swing failure. Here's the one I didn't count because this isn't a real swing, it's just an inside bar, so I didn't count it. Still works out though. And moving on to the next day, I usually only count the ones between 10 and 3 because that's when I trade. So you got a bigger pullback here, goes actually below the moving average, but you do get your swing failure pattern. 2.5 points. Here's a loss. A, B, C, swing failure, doesn't quite get your target. Here's another one right here. You get a really nice tight risk bar right here and here. Actually, I made it right about there. And then it comes up and swings you out again. So a lot of times when the ABC doesn't work out, like this one, it comes up, gives you a 2B move, and then comes down. This actually wins, but you actually get another swing up, which is, I don't see that very much. So here's one I wanted to discuss. So this is not an ABC move, but it's I call this like a trap swing failure. So here's your swing up. Well, this isn't even a real swing up because it's all inside this bar here. But you get the pullback, and then you get another pullback to break that. It's kind of like a trap swing failure. I didn't take that. I didn't count it. I just wanted to go over it. Some people do trade these. I may start doing that. Here's another one here, but this is actually, this isn't a, well, it is actually, it is another one. Here's the trap here. That's actually a real swing. So you trap it here, and then it also traps this. It also comes up and wicks this inside bar. Again, there's not a real swing on this move, even though the indicator counts it, but it is a swing above this swing and a trap. So there's another one. I wanted to look at this one. Here's a really nice ABC move. 1, 2, 3, and then it breaks down here. I mean, this is one of the best trades of the week right here. It's not a swing failure, but I thought I'd count it. Here's another one here. A, B, C, breaks down. Here's another signal bar if you didn't take this break. A lot of volume. Big candle. So I just wanted to count those. Here is a swing failure after the move down. So you got to move down, move up. A, B, C. There's your swing. There's your wick. Boom. This is another one of the probably the best trades of the week. All right, we got no more left, I don't think. 3 o'clock. Let's move on. Wednesday. Another ABC move here. Well, this is I call this a regular ABC because these 3 bars here are inside this bar, so it's not a real swing. Probably a real swing on the lower time frame. Really nice signal bar there, though. Break of here. It's another good trade this week. All the moving averages in line. All right, is this one of the days with no swing failures? Here's one. Actually, this isn't a real swing because there's no break of this candle. Here's one. And against the trend, it's a swing failure pattern. It's a 2B because this candle breaks this high. This is a real swing. And then the break of this candle would be your entry. Great trade. Whether you took the 2B or the swing failure pattern there, it's the same thing. Here's one. You get another one of those 6-wave moves. Well, no, it's a 5-wave move because of this candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These candles are inside this candle, so it's still only a 5-wave move. And you get your swing failure there. You actually get 2. You get this bar, closes up, and this bar. You get your 2.5 points. The swing failure patterns are very predictable. The only thing is, if a lot of times when you're a trader and you pick a new strategy, there's a good chance for some reason that the day or the week that you start trading that strategy is when it's not going to work. So remember that. If you decide to trade something like this, make sure you do it over a long period of time and make it your own. You know, add a moving average, maybe a MACD. I don't know. I don't know what you're about. I don't know how you trade, but don't look at this and think, oh, I can just go in and trade any swing failure pattern. It's not how it works. This is just an idea. All right, where are we? Thursday? Starts off choppy here. I didn't count this one. It's below the moving averages, and they're all pointing down. Here's another against the trend that fails. Oh, no, it doesn't get triggered. Okay. Doesn't get triggered there. But actually, this one, this 2B here, the break of this one, it's not a swing failure, it's a 2B, actually works out. Here's another one of those inside bars. No real swing there. Excuse me. I think it works out, though. But we'll only look at the trending ones. Here's one that I counted. Let's see if this is the one I'm thinking of. So here's the swing, and then you have 2 closes above or below. This bar and this bar. And the break of that bar would be the trade. I'm not sure why the indicator didn't count it. Maybe it's too close. Maybe it's one tick too close, but I counted it there. It's a corrective move, and you get the swing failure here. Another good ABC move. 1, 2, 3. Signal candle. Not the best because you get a pullback here, but it works out 2 to 1. I love those ABC moves. Here's one I didn't take. It's against the trend. Works out. And you get your trending one right there. 1, 2, 3. It's actually a swing of this swing right here and this swing right here. Unless that's a double bottom. It's possible. Yeah, it looks like it. Classic setup there. Swing failure pattern and ABC move with an ABC move in the middle here. So nice trade on a Thursday. Looks like that's the last one. I didn't count this one. Friday. I thought one of these days there was no trade setup. Maybe that's today. Here's a great ABC move here. So you get your 10 o'clock candle. That's news. I think Powell was speaking. 1, 2, 3. Swing failure pattern. I didn't count it. I don't even think I saw that when I was looking at it. But it's a swing failure. Oh, actually no. There's no swing here. This is an inside bar. That's why. Okay. Still a good trade though. Again, when you're doing the back testing, you got to kind of just like be aware of these, but stick to the rules. That's my advice. Stick to the rules that you make before the back test or before your trading day. All right. Are we going to get any more? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So another good week for the swing failure pattern on the 1 minute chart on the S&P. I don't think I've had but maybe one losing week the entire time I've been doing these videos and doing these backtesting sessions on the swing failure pattern. I've seen some really good data on swing failure patterns on higher time frames like the 5 minute and the 15 minute. Maybe I'll start looking at those as well. But if you're looking for a nice rules-based strategy where you can kind of spot some with the naked eye and use this Lux Algo swing failure pattern indicator, that should work for you. Like I said, stick to the rules. Look for the ABC moves. Look for the bigger corrections that are also bigger ABCs on the higher time frame, and see if you can get a good 1 minute entry. And hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed last week's video with the super trend indicator and the parabolic czar. I'm looking at another version of that. I don't think it was a good week this week, even though the week before was a pretty good week for that strategy. But it's a good mechanical strategy to look into, as well as the other video I've been doing on the chart over the last few months, which is the Gann swings. Now that's a little bit tricky because if the market is not following through, then the stop is going to be a little bit bigger for those trades. But like I said, pretty good strategy here with the swing failure pattern. All right, so on to the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you later. Have fun this week and trade safely.